Mira woke up again, she found herself trapped under the rubble. Just as despair began to set in, the teddy bear she was carrying suddenly made a sound. It turned out the bear had a camera installed, and it was her father calling her. Mira's father was an astronaut on a space station that had been struck by meteorites, causing a massive amount of debris to hurtle towards Earth at the speed of light. At that moment, her father had no time to worry about his own safety. He could only contact his daughter on Earth as quickly as possible. Upon hearing his daughter's reply, he breathed a sigh of relief, telling her not to panic, as he would contact someone to rescue her. But before he could make the call, a search and rescue dog sniffed out Mira, and she was soon pulled from the rubble by a rescue team. But the city was not safe. After rescuing Mira, the rescuer left to search for the next survivor. Meanwhile, her mother had already reached a shelter and managed to contact both Mira and her husband. When Mira learned that her younger brother was not with their mother, she remembered that his school had organized a trip to a building's rooftop to photograph the meteor shower. Looking at the skyscraper in the distance, Mira was filled with despair, but she refused to believe her brother was dead and immediately ran towards the unstable building. Her father tried to stop her, but the communication with the space station was suddenly cut off. At the same time, an alarm sounded on the station, instructing him to go to the escape pod. Meanwhile, on Earth, Mira arrived at the base of the dangerous building. Bricks were falling from the sky from time to time, but to save her brother, she risked everything and ran inside, calling his name over and over. Fortunately, her efforts paid off, and she soon heard her brother's voice coming from inside the building. She told him to jump down, not to be afraid, and he followed her instructions, slowly making his way down. Then, Mira grabbed him and they ran outside, as the place could collapse at any moment. Meanwhile, on the space station, her father showed incredible determination. He went outside the station and repaired the communication equipment. Upon learning his two children were trapped in the building, he told them not to panic, consulted the building's blueprints, and told Mira they could escape through the elevator shaft. It was their only route to survival. Hearing this, Mira picked up her brother and jumped into the shaft. The next second, the teddy bear's camera broke, and her father lost contact with them. Fortunately, Mira didn't fall. She managed to grab onto a steel beam and climbed, bit by bit, towards an access ladder, finally making it safely outside. An instant later, the entire building began to collapse. Luckily, the siblings ran fast enough and narrowly escaped, hiding in a nearby store. Seeing dust blanketing the entire street, Mira found 2 towels for her and her brother to cover their faces as they walked. Suddenly, her brother spotted a car in the distance with its lights on and horn honking. They ran towards it. The next second, another car honked. The brother believed it was their father guiding them and, without hesitation, followed the direction of the traffic lights. Mira didn't believe this theory, but little did she know that it was all being orchestrated by her father from the space station to show his children the correct escape route. And so, Mira followed her brother, and they finally found the temporary military shelter.